What's going on, Toe Brigade? Welcome to another Mario Party tier list. This time we're doing Mario Party 2, as you can tell from the music in the background and the screen right there. Yay! So this is my second tier list video. So you guys knew this was coming. I figured I was gonna make this tier list video because a lot of people liked the first one, which I'm really surprised about. I'm glad that a lot of people found my first tier list to be pretty good because I thought it was a good list too. I did. I thought it turned out really, really well. Anyway, the second one here. So we're gonna start right off here. We have first minigame is Archer Rival. We have Archer Rival first. Archer Rival is a minigame that I like it like quite a bit. Wait a minute, let me adjust this window size so I can actually get more here. There we go. Anyway, Archer Rival. I like this minigame a lot. The only problem I have with it is the fact that sometimes, I don't know if the game is meant to do this, but sometimes the other like non-playable characters like the Boo and the Baby Bowser boards can purposefully block you and make you lose if you're on a team of 3, and it really kind of sucks. There's no imbalancing issues with this minigame, which that's good. I'm glad there's no imbalancing issues. I just kind of think that sometimes you get screwed out of luck to try to win. But anyway, where's Archer Rival gonna go? Probably in the mid B tier. I think that that's a good spot for it. I don't see where else it could really go. It's not a C, it's not a D, and it damn sure isn't an F tier. That's for sure. So I think a mid B tier is good enough for that minigame. Anyway, second minigame here we have is Bob on Barrage. I feel like this game, now this one does kind of have an imbalancing issue, just a small bit. I feel like the 3 players have a huge advantage over the 1 player. Or maybe it's the other way around. Because if the 1 player knows a certain pattern to move around the pool of water, they'll never ever lose that minigame. But then again, the 3 players, yeah, it's the 1 player that has the advantage in this. Because the 3 players, sometimes when I try to throw the bombs in that minigame, it never really goes the right direction. And I don't know why. But it's probably an upper C at best. So I'll put it there. Anyway, next we have is Bobsled Run, a 2 vs 2 minigame. This minigame is actually really, really good. It's just like Bobsled Run in Mario Party 1, but even better. This one is an even better version of Bobsled Run. So where am I going to put Bobsled Run for Mario Party 2? Right in the S tier, where it was in the first one. Now, it's not going to be the #1 game. I'm just going to spoil that. But it's definitely an S tier game because they made Bobsled Run an already great 2 vs 2 even better, which is what I like. Next, we have Bombs Away, another game that they made better in Mario Party 2. This time, since it's not just random cannonballs that rain down, there's also bullet bills and there's a giant Bowser bomb that's thrown out there. So it can be quite hectic, and it's even better than the first game, but it's going to go in the S tier as well because they made improvements on Bombs Away. Can't argue with that. Okay, next minigame here is Bumper Balloon Cars, a 4-player battle minigame. Bumper Balloon Cars is, I feel like the game is a little bit too short for my liking, but it's really fun. I like how the controls aren't really what you would expect from a game like that. Basically, up is to accelerate and holding down on the analog is to reverse, but left and right is still left and right. It feels kind of weird at first, but you'll get used to it. You'll definitely get used to it. So I think that Bumper Balloon Cars is an A tier game. Probably mid-A for me. It's one of the better battle games in Mario Party 2. It's just a little bit too fast for me, but I like it. I like it. It's really fun. And they brought it back in Mario Party Superstars, which I am not complaining about because it's one of the better games in Mario Party 2. And speaking of 4-player minigames, we have another one here. Bumper Balls, returning from Mario Party 1. Bumper Balls, okay, I will say this about Bumper Balls in Mario Party 2. It has the same physics problem with the knockback in Mario Party 1. It has the same issues. But at least this time they actually added different arenas to kind of balance it out a little bit better so it's not always a draw. You have the flat arena, which is probably the one you're going to be playing on the most with the lava. Then you have another one that has bumps and rocks. It's like a little bit of hills in it. That one can be a little bit hectic, and then you have the one that has an ice, like a whole ice patch in the middle, like a circular ice patch. And it can be pretty slippery. So they did make bumper balls better. It still has the physics problem, but it's definitely better than it was in Mario Party 1. Now, bumper balls, I believe, was D tier in my first list. It's going to go up to an upper C because of what they made the improvements with. So, yeah, it's not better than Bob-omb Barrage, but it's definitely there, like, to an extent. It's better than what it was in Mario Party 1, that's for sure. Without a doubt. Oh boy, here we go, guys. We have a day at the races. So where do you guys think this minigame is going to go? Now, this is a 4-player battle minigame, and it's luck-based. Where do you think it's going to go? It's not going to go very high, I can tell you that much. Now, it's not because it's a luck-based minigame. It's that, even though it's a luck-based minigame, you can't even, like, control when you get to choose the character you want to pick in the race. That's what really sucks. What they should have done is made it so, like, okay, they should have basically... Well, actually, you know what? I don't even know how they could really balance this minigame out. But I just don't like the fact that, you know, you don't get to choose first. Like, even if you could have sworn you were going to pick first, you don't really go first. I don't really remember how it's decided who goes first in this minigame, who gets to choose first. But that gives you an even bigger disadvantage than just having bad luck, because you might not even be able to pick the character who will win the minigame. So, Day at the Races is a D tier. It's just, I don't really find any reason to really like this minigame. I don't. I know I won it twice when I streamed, but I don't know. I don't really care for this minigame much at all, so it's going to go in the D. Maybe it's a mid-D, but it's not the worst minigame in the world, but I can't rank it very high, that's for sure. Next minigame we have is Destruction Duet. This is a really fun minigame that I did not get a chance to play very much in the stream. This is a 2 versus 2 game. Really, really fun. There's other minigames that are kind of like this, like Rocky Road and Mario Party 6, which also returns in Superstar. This game doesn't, by the way, as far as I know at the moment. They did not bring back Destruction Duet, which is a little bit sad because this is one of the more fun minigames in Mario Party 2. You know, you get to work with your teammate to destroy a Bowser statue. It's really fun. I love it. It's going to go in the A tier because it's very enjoyable. You know, you get a satisfaction destroying a Bowser statue because why not? Why not? Good stuff. Good stuff there. Good stuff there, Mario Party 2. Next we have is Move to the Music, a 1 versus 3 minigame. Move to the Music is... It's okay. Like, I'm not gonna say, like, oh, well, it's the greatest minigame. It's not. If I had to rank it somewhere, probably C tier, upper C. Probably between Bob-omb Barrage and Bumper Balls. Because Bumper Balls is still worse than Move to the Music. So that's where that's going to go. It's going to go right there. I don't really see another place to put it, honestly. I think that's the best spot for it for now. I mean, it's going to probably move down because other games are going to be higher than that. But where it is right now, I think that's a good place for it to stand. So, yeah. Next we have Grab Bag, returning from Mario Party 1. Now, this Grab Bag is different than the first games. You're not getting coins for this. I believe this is also a 4-player battle minigame, actually. You're not getting coins for this. What you're actually doing is trying to grab mushrooms out of each other's bags and see who can get the most mushrooms by the end. Now, there are golden mushrooms, of course, that are worth 3. But, yeah, try to get the most mushrooms and you win the minigame. It's actually kind of fun. I like it. I feel like it's better than Mario Party 1's version. So, I think lower B is for Grab Bag here. As he said, most of the minigames that they brought back from Mario Party 1, they made improvements, So, that's always good to hear. That's always good to hear, right? It's always good to hear that there's a minigame that you really, really like, that they made improvements for it. It's always good, because Grab Bag wasn't too bad in Mario Party 1 either. I just felt like there was a little slight problem with the physics sometimes, but Grab Bag is still a good minigame. Next we have Looney Lumberjacks, a 2 versus 2 minigame. So this minigame, a little too short for my liking, but it's still fun. I think that's a B tier game. That'll probably go... go before grab bag or after grab bag? Probably after, because it's shorter. Yeah. Some mini games are really fun, but they don't go on long enough, so you don't really get a chance to really enjoy it as much as you would want. That was my issue with Bomb Skip Ball in Mario Party 1, and there was another mini game I said was too short as well. Keep Away. Well, Keep Away wasn't really that great. Like, it was an alright mini game in Mario Party 1, but I didn't find it to be that amazing or anything, so... But it was good for what it was, I guess. Next we have Roll Call, a 4-player minigame. Roll Call, I mean, it's counting boos, toads, or bob-ombs. Not really much to say about the minigame, honestly. I mean, it's a counting minigame. Try to get the answer correct and you win coins. And if everybody gets the same answer, and they can either win or lose depending on what number it is. So, there's not really much to say about it. I mean, it's an okay minigame. That's going to go in the C tier. That's going to go... right here. I think it's better to move to the music, honestly. It's not really like, I mean, it's another like brain testing mini game. I like it more because move to the music, I feel like is a little bit weird for me. I don't know. Sometimes you swear you're going to trick your opponents and then you never do. I mean, well, with human players you probably could, but with AI it's really hard to trick them. It's kind of awkward. Anyway, next we have Facelift, a 4-player battle game. I believe this is still a battle game in Mario Party 2. Yeah, it is a battle game because there were no battle games in Mario Party 1. So this is a battle mini game. Really good. It's even better in Mario Party 2 because they use different faces. They don't just use Bowser. As I said, you know, another game that they brought back that they made improvements for. I can't complain about it. It's even better. It's going to go in the #1 spot for now. You know, Facelift is just so damn good. It's a really, really fun minigame. I love the different faces that these characters can make when you stretch them out. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Wish they brought this version back in Mario Party Superstars, but no, they brought back the Bowser-only version from Mario Party 1, which kind of sucks, but hey, Facelift is still in there. You know, it means it's still in there. It's fun. Maybe they'll have more face assortments. And not just like the same like 5 or 6 of them. Like make it unpredictable. It's probably my only issue with that minigame. Next we have Fillet Relay, a 1 vs 3 minigame. Fillet Relay, it is a button mashing minigame, but you know what? I kind of like it. My only problem with Fillet Relay is this. Sometimes you could be trying to waddle your way to like the finish line or something, and like your opponent can like cut in front of you and make you like bounce back. And you won't even be able to start waddling forward again until like 2 seconds later. I have a huge problem with the hitboxes on the players when you're playing this minigame. It just feels kind of off. But it is a fun minigame, so I'll at least put it in the lower B. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. It is a good minigame. I just feel like there's a little bit of problems with the hitbox, but it's not bad at all. Next we have, I believe this is Hot Rope Jump. Let me check this real quick, make sure it is. Yes, it is. It is Hot Rope Jump. A Hot Rope Jump is, it's even better. Again, another game that they made an improvements of. So this time, it's not just jumping to 20 jumps and seeing who loses. No, everybody jumps to whatever jump that they can get to and last as long as possible. That's even better. It is, I want to say Hot Rope Jump is an A tier minigame because of that change that they made. It is mid-A. Right under Destruction Duet. Pretty good stuff. Okay, next we have Quicksand Catch, a 1 vs 3 minigame, a coin minigame. This one, I don't know how to feel about this minigame. Like, I want to say, like, it's a little bit imbalanced for the 3 players because the 1 player that's in the middle almost gets nothing. You would think the one, so this is the opposite problem of, what's that minigame in Mario Party 1 that I talked about? Oh, Coin Shower Flower. This minigame has the opposite issue where it's imbalanced for the 3 players. They get every coin because the coins come from the outside first and then slowly drop into the middle where you might be standing if you're a 1 player. That's a pretty big issue. So now they're going to starve the 1 player instead of starving the 3 players. It's it's kind of... This is a minigame that I don't know where to really rank it other than maybe the lower C. Because I don't really find this minigame very fun. And plus it has that imbalancing issue. Like, you can almost never expect to get any coin bags in this minigame if you're the 1 player. If you're the 3 player, you can pretty much expect to get at least 2 or 3 of them. But the 1 player, nope, not so much. It's kind of unfair. I'm going to put in the lower C. It's going below Bumper Balls. Because I'm just not a fan of that minigame. And speaking of minigames I am not a fan of, here we go, guys. Here we go. Mecha freaking Marathon. You guys don't know in my streams, I never won this minigame once. And it's not that the minigame is bad. I don't think Mecha Marathon is a bad minigame. My problem with it is the controls, because I feel like every time I match the A and B buttons as fast as possible, because you're supposed to press them both at the same time. And I don't have a problem with that, but my problem is I never can seem to actually win that minigame. I try as hard as possible. There's actually another minigame in Mario Party 3 that I'm going to talk about, where it is another button mashing minigame, and I can never win however hard I try. It's just, it feels like it's rigged against you. I mean, I just don't understand. It's, as they said, I want to like Mecha Marathon. I really do, because it's a fun concept. But, you know, the controls is what I have a problem with. You know, if it was just mashing, you know, A and B, A, B, A, B, like Rockin' Raceway in Mario Party 3, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But it's mashing both A and B at the same time, and sometimes your finger can slip. Plus, it kind of hurts my hand a little bit to play this minigame. So, unfortunately, Mecha Marathon is one of my least favorite minigames in Mario Party 2. Sorry, Mecha Marathon. I wanted to like you. I really did, but it's just that, you know, your controls is just not good for me. It's not good for me. Now, to somebody else, they probably wouldn't mind Mecha Marathon, but I mind it quite deeply. I'm just not a fan of this minigame because of the controls. Fun concept, you know, letting a little toy Shy Guy thing fly around, that's fun, but... And I'm almost certain that this minigame was going to be a rotation minigame if they didn't get that lawsuit from Mario Party 1. I'm almost certain that that was going to be the case, but because of the lawsuit, they changed it to a button masher. But it's going in the, because I like the concept, only because I like the concept, it's going above Day at the Races in the D tier. I do like the concept of the minigame a lot actually. It's just, the controls ruin it for me and I can never seem to win. It just seems kind of unfair. Maybe my hands just aren't fast enough, but I can win other button mashing minigames, so what's the excuse here? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm pressing 2 buttons at once. There's actually another minigame that involves, you know, button mashing more than 1 button at once, and it's worse than Mecha Marathon for me. It is called Button Mashers in Mario Party 5. That's a whole nother league of bad minigames. I don't like that one either. Anyway, next we have Totem Pole Pound, I think it's called. This is a 4-player minigame. It's actually really fun. I like this one. Where am I going to put it on the list? There's no imbalancing issues. Just, you know, try to get to the bottom first. It's going to go in the A tier. Below Hot Rope Jump. Okay, next we have another minigame I don't really care too much for, Abandoned Ship. So, it's just like Skateboard Scamper in Mario Party 1, where you can't really go too much faster than your opponents because everyone's forced to be at the same position if they're in front. Now, the same issue with Skateboard Scamper that I had in Mario Party 1 is present here. At least you can get coins if you don't win, because there's coins on the course that you're climbing the mast. So I'll give points where that aspect is in this minigame. Do I like the minigame? No. But I do like at least they're a little bit generous with the coins. There's a minigame in Mario Party 3 that does not do that, that has the same properties as this in Skateboard Scamper. But I'm not going to talk about that right now. But if you guys saw my stream of Mario Party 3 recently, you probably already know which minigame I'm talking about. But as I said, I'm not going to spoil it. But anyway, Abandoned Ship. It's also a D tier. It's also going above Day at the Races. That's for sure. Mecha Marathon is still better than Abandoned Ship because at least Mecha Marathon, I like the concept of the minigame more. So, yeah, I'm giving points to Mecha Marathon, and I don't even like the minigame, but the concept is so fun, though. That's what's saving that minigame. Next we have Balloon Burst, a 2 versus 2. It was changed from Mario Party 1's 4-player game. This one is really fun. It's another really solid 2 versus 2. I don't think it's an S tier because they changed the competitiveness of it. It's probably an A tier. Let's see. Is it better than Hot Rope Jump? And is it better than Destruction? It's not better than Bumper Balloon Cars. I don't know. I can't decide whether to put it in between or put it after Hot Rope Jump. I think I'm going to put it after Hot Rope Jump. So it's going to go before Totem Pole Pound. Okay. That's where that's going to go. Next we have Bowser's Big Blast, a 4-player battle minigame. This is a luck-based minigame as well. You guys know how I feel about luck-based minigames. They kind of suck. But this one is still better than Day at the Races because at least it feels like you have a better chance of winning because no one gets to do something before you. Everyone has the same chance of losing this minigame. With Day at the Races, like someone can pick the winning character and you won't even know that they won until the race is over. And you don't even get a chance to pick them because they get to pick before you. So, because Bowser's Big Blast is more fair, like everyone has a chance of losing fairly, it's going above Day at the Races. I'm sorry, Day at the Races is awful. It's a bad minigame because of the whole, choosing your character concept. It really is. They should have really had everyone choose at the same time. But, I guess, maybe they couldn't have done that because then again, your character's icon will overlap someone else's or something. I don't know. But still, I don't like the fact that other people can pick before you. But, it is what it is. I don't really care. Next is that, I believe that's Deep Sea Salvage, a 4-player coin minigame. Deep Sea Salvage is okay. It's alright. I'm gonna just say, it's a C tier. It's better than, Quicksand Catch because it's more balanced. Everyone has a chance to get coins. It's even better than Bumper Balls. It's gonna go... It's even better than Move to the Music. Wow. It's going right here. Actually, you know what? I think it's even better than Roll Call and Bob on Barrage. It's going in the upper C. It's actually a really good, coin minigame. Only reason it's not going into B is because I don't think it's a great or a great minigame. Well, good. It's really, really high on the fair list. So that's where that's gonna go. Next up, Dizzy Dancing. One of my favorite minigames in Mario Party 2. So damn freaking fun, so good. The only problem is it's too short. Yet again, another game that's too short, but it's really fun once you get to play it. They did improve it in Top 100 where they made the minigame longer. I hope it returns in Mario Party Superstars and they keep that same length of the minigame where it's longer. But Dizzy Dancing, for what it is really fun. It's going to go in the A tier. It's actually better than Destruction Duet. I don't think it's better than Bumper Balloon Car. Bumper Balloon Cars is more action-packed. So I will give points to Bumper Balloon for that. Next we have Dungeon Dash, a reskin of Desert Dash from Mario Party 1. The same thing I said about Desert Dash and Mario Party 1 is present here. Pretty simple, easy 2-player minigame. It's going to go in the A tier. I believe Desert Dash was an S tier minigame in Mario Party 1. I don't really remember. Maybe it was. Well, it'll go in a lower S tier. It'll be an S minus, basically. So it's going to go below Bombs Away. Yeah, then there's actually a couple obstacles on the course too. Desert Dash only had the one thwomp. Dungeon Dash has the fireball that jumps from left to right. So you gotta kind of watch out for that too. Okay. Oh boy, here's a minigame that they actually made worse. Here's one case that they actually made the minigame worse. And I kind of talked about this in Mario Party 1's tier list video. Car Havoc. Why did they mess this minigame up? Like, seriously, this minigame was so good in the first game. In this game, the hand cars go way too fast. You can't even fall off the course because you're going too fast. I don't even know how to determine if I'm making a turn right or not. It's too hectic. Like, why did they make the minigame so much worse? Like, it was a pretty solid two-player minigame, or 2 versus 2, in Mario Party 1. So, unfortunately, this minigame is going to go lower on the list. It's in the D tier. It's better than Mecha Marathon, but I don't like how fast it is. They just messed it up. They really did. Don't know what happened there, Car Havoc. What happened to you, man? What happened? I don't know. Next we have Hexagon Heat, which is basically just like Mushroom Mix-Up. Same thing as I said about Mushroom Mix-Up in Mario Party 1. Really fun, action-packed minigame. It's going in an S tier, above Dungeon Dash. Okay, next we have Hot Bob-omb, a 4-player battle minigame. This one returns from Mario Party 1. Now, they did improve Hot Bob-omb. You can actually catch the bomb with the B button. It's not just, press A to throw it to someone else. No, you got to actually use a little bit of strategy this time around, and I kind of like that. So they made another improvement to the minigame. So this one is going to go in the lower A. So I think Totem Pole Pound is better. But, yeah, Hot Bob-omb, there's fun in it. At least it's not just, oh, well, whoever gets the bomb exploded on them first just loses and then the minigame's over. Nope, it keeps going until one player is still there. So, yeah, so it's better that way. It's not just, whoever loses first and then the minigame's over. No, it's whoever lasts throughout the whole thing wins. So there you go. Next is Lava Tile Isle. Lava Tile Isle. A minigame, cool concept, but again, the physics is what brings it down. I don't know what the hell happened here with this minigame. Why are the physics so bad here? Like, what is this? Like, it feels very clunky, and half the time I jump, I don't even feel like it's actually responding the right way, and that really ruins the minigame for me. I want to like Lava Tile Isle, I really do, but because of the physics, I can't like it very much. So it's going to go in the D tier because of that. It's better than Day of the Races. It's better than Bowser's Big Blast. Better than Abandoned Ship. Better than Mecha Marathon. It's better than all the D tier games that's there. It's better than all of them, but it still sucks because the physics are just bad. So that's a D+. Oh my gosh. Okay, next we have Magnet Carta, a 2 versus 2 coin minigame. So it has the same controls as Bumper Balloon Cars, and I like this coin minigame. There's a fair balance. There's no imbalancing issues here. Everyone has an equal chance of getting the coins. Now, because the number of coins that's total there is uneven, someone's going to have more than the other team. But it's still very well balanced. So, because of that, it's going to go in the A tier somewhere. In fact, you know what? It might just go over Balloon Burst. I think that's where it's going to go. That's like a mid-A for me. So, yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Wow, we don't have any Fs yet, which I'm really surprised about. Don't worry, though. That's going to change very soon. Don't worry. It's going to change. Next up is Rainbow Run. So, Rainbow Run is just like Tightrope Treachery in Mario Party 1. It's a 1 versus 3. It's fun. I like it. The music's even better than Mario Party 1's version. It is... Yeah, it's pretty much going to stay roughly where it was before. It's a mid-A tier. I believe that's where it was in Mario Party 1. I could be wrong, though, but if it did move down a little bit, that's okay, because a lot of the Mario Party 2 minigames are better than Tightrope Treachery and Rainbow Run, so it's going to go right about here. I think that's a pretty solid spot for it. Uh-oh. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Next we have Raking 'em In, a 4-player battle minigame in Mario Party 2. Well, the trend is now broken, guys. It's done. That is a big, solid F tier minigame. I despise this minigame for so many reasons. First of all, this minigame, I can never seem to get the timing of this right. Ever. Even when I swear I'm going to pull in a mushroom with the rate, I never freaking do. I know, well, someone said, well, if you time it right, you can always win. I swear, I time it right and I still don't win. Like, I don't understand what the issue with this minigame is. Like, why did they make it so finicky? The minigame's not fair. It really isn't. I mean, all you gotta do is basically try to grab the most mushrooms before the timer ends and stuff. That's how you win it. But this minigame has caused me to lose so many times. It screwed me over so much in Mario Party 2. It's not even funny how many times I got screwed over because of raking them in. Makes no sense. Next we have is Shy Guy Says from Mario Party 1's. It's a more hectic version because Shy Guy kind of raises the flags a little bit differently. Really solid minigame. The same concept in Mario Party 1. It's going in S tier. It's still a very fun minigame. I wouldn't say that they made any improvements or made anything worse. So it's pretty much gonna stay where it is. Next we have is Sky Pilots, a 2 vs 2. Sky Pilots, another really fun 2 vs 2 minigame. It's not as fun as Bobsled Run, but it's definitely up there. It seems like it's an A tier. Again, I'm having the same issue with this minigame where do I think it's better than Destruction Duet and better than Hot Rope Jump? Because it's not beating Dizzy Dancing. I think I'll put it in between. I think I'll put it in between these two. I don't see where else it could really go, honestly. Okay, next we have Tile Driver. Tile Driver is a 4-player minigame. I like this minigame a lot, but it's not going to be an S tier. It's going to be an A tier. It's better than Totem Pole Pound. It's better than Balloon Burst. Yeah, I think this is where it's going to go. Yeah, I think that's a good spot for it. Next is Toad Bandstand. Not Mario Bandstand, but Toad Bandstand. Another 2 vs 2 minigame. This one is basically like Mario Bandstand, but except there's no conductor. But well, Toad's the conductor, but you don't have to play as Toad. Like, have Toad's role in this minigame. There's no conductor controls. I like this one a lot because it's basically like who can play the song's rhythm better. You know, another improvement from Mario Party 1, it's an A tier for me. I think it'll go right about here. Better than Rainbow Run? Yes. Okay. Next we have Torpedo Targets. Another minigame. This is another example right here. Another minigame where it's a good concept, but again, you know, the physics are not really there. They're not really there. They're kind of off. This one's going to have to go lower. Because of that, it is actually a lower C. It's better than Quicksand Catch because... Then again, maybe it isn't because it's not a coin minigame. Quicksand Catch is just unbalanced. Yeah, it's going to have to go down here. It's going to have to. I can't find anywhere else to put it. I wanted to like Torpedo Targets, but... And they really should have a radar for that minigame to tell you where the targets are, because trying to, like, you know, fumble around looking for the targets when you don't even know where it is, that kind of really makes the minigame kind of bad. But it's not the worst thing in the world. Next we have... Oh, how many minigames are left? Okay, we're almost done, actually. Next we have Crazy Cutters from Mario Party 1. I think this one's a little bit fairer with the scoring system. It's an S tier. I think better than Shy Guy Says, better than Dungeon Dash. Better than not Mushroom Mix-Up. Hexagon Heat. Yeah, right about there. Okay, next we have is Shock, Drop, and Roll. Speaking of Shock, Drop, and Roll, the music that's playing right now is the music that plays in the minigame. Anyway, Shock, Drop, and Roll, I feel like the one player has a huge disadvantage. Because I was the one player like a couple times in the stream, and I could never win it when I was the one player. It's the three players is pretty good for, but the one player just has a disadvantage because they could just easily just jump. Like, if you think you're gonna fall, you could just easily jump. I don't know, but it's okay, I guess. So it's gonna go in the lower C above Torpedo Targets. That's where that's gonna go. Okay, Platform Peril. It's the next minigame, a 4-player minigame. This one is better than the first Platform Peril, and it's also a Mario platformer again. So that's gonna go in the A tier. It's gonna go right here. I still think Destruction Duet is a better minigame, but I like Platform Peril because they made it even better. They added treadmills, they added more types of platforms. It's really fun. Okay, here's another minigame that's pretty good. Shell Shocked. I only have one little minor problem with this minigame, though. It's a 4-player minigame. I believe it's a battle minigame, too, if I recall correctly. But the only problem I have with Shell Shock is that sometimes I feel like the hit detection is a little off. But other than that, it's really solid. I think that's going to be a lower A. It's going to go right about here. Yeah. I think that's pretty good. Oh, here we go again. Here we go freaking again. Skateboard Scamper. Same problems I had with Skateboard Scamper and Mario Party 1 is present here. There's no differences at all, except the course is a little harder. Same spot. It's going to go in the D tier because I've already talked about Skateboard Scamper. I don't need to go over it again. But I do like the fact that there at least are coins if you don't win. So, it's going to go right near Abandoned Ship. In fact, I think it's better than Abandoned Ship because you can possibly get more coins. There's not a huge penalty if you start falling behind. Like, Abandoned Ship just feels like it's almost unfair with that giant cheap jumping out of the water. Like, sometimes you think it's not going to hit you, and it does, and then it knocks you in the water, and then you lose. So, at least Skateboard Scamper is a little bit fairer in that regard. Next is Slot Car Derby. 4-player minigame. They actually made it better in this one. There's more courses. Still very, very fun. It's going to go in the S tier. Above Dungeon Dash. That's where that's going to go. Okay. Next is Sneak and Snore. Sneak and Snore is a 4-player minigame. This is another minigame. I wanted to like this minigame, but it's just... Why does this minigame have to be, like, so weird to play? Like, sometimes I swear the Chain Chomp wakes up sooner than it's supposed to. I know that's kind of the point, but there's times where I get caught even though I stop holding the analog stick. So, this is a really weird one for me. It's okay, I guess. I guess I'll put it here. Better than enough Shock, Drop, and Roll because at least everyone has a fair chance of winning. Okay. Anyway, next minigame is... Oh, Speed Hockey. 2 versus 2. Speed Hockey, pretty quick, pretty easy. It's a B tier. We have not had that many B tier minigames. Now I'm looking at the list here. There are not that many. There's almost like no B tier minigames. Wow. Mario Party 2 has a lot of really good minigames. And a few bad ones as well. Next we have is Tipsy Tourney. Really, really good minigame. Just like I said in Mario Party 1. It's an A tier. It's going to go above Facelift, just like the first game. Now, is Tipsy Tourney going to be a 2-time champion? I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But we'll see. We'll see what game is going to top Tipsy Tourney. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Next is Toad in the Box, a 4-player minigame. Toad in the Box. It's really fun, really quick. It is a little bit luck based when you try to hit the last dice block to see if you can get Toad. But I love this mini game. It is. I think it's an A tier. I think it's an A tier. Let's see. Where would I put it in the A list though? I probably would put it above Rainbow Run. If any mini game, it deserves to go over its Rainbow Run. I don't think it needs to go over anything else. I think it's fine where it is right now. Okay, next we have Crane Game. Crane Game, they made improvements of. It's a 1 versus 3. They actually made improvements for Crane Game. I think this one, since you have to grab everybody and not just one player, it's kind of like Hot Bob-omb in that regard, where it doesn't end as soon as one player is out. I think Crane Game is an upper C. It's going to probably go over Bob-omb Barrage. That's probably where I'm going to put it. Okay, Cake Factory. I'm not going to lie. Well, actually, that sounded like a pun because, you know, the cake is a lie. I'm not going to lie. This is probably my favorite minigame in Mario Party 2. I know that's kind of weird to say because there's a lot of good minigames. Cake Factory is pretty fun. It's really easy to play. I never really had a problem with it. I mean, there are some times where your partner don't cooperate with you, but you know that's the fault of your partner. But other than that, it's fine. I think Cake Factory, it's gonna go at the top of the list. I think it's that good, not because it's cake, by the way, but it's just a good mini game. So yeah, that's where that's gonna go. Cake Factory got #1 spot. Awesome. So we still have 4 more left. Next we have Bowl Over 1 versus 3 minigame. They actually made changes to Bowl Over as well. Now there's 2 shells you can bowl, and you have to knock over everybody on the team of 3, not just try to bowl once and hit as many as you can. But it's better. It's actually an A tier 1 versus 3 minigame. I think it's gonna go below Dizzy Dancing, above Destruction. I think that's a good spot. Okay, next we have Honeycomb Havoc, a 4-player minigame. This minigame is just tedious. It's just tedious. It's not hard to win. There's a little bit of strategy involved. It just takes way too damn long. It's just a really boring minigame. And it just kind of, it makes me want to go to sleep sometime when I play this. So, because it's so boring and bland, it's going to go pretty low. I think it's going to go in the lower C tier, above Torpedo Targets. Because Torpedo Targets just has that weird detection and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not feeling that minigame. I'm not. Okay, next we have is Look Away. Look Away. You guys know I love that jingle, that you guys know I freaking love that. It's so catchy. But anyway, the minigame itself, it's fine. You know, it's B. It's a B tier. Where's it gonna go in the B tier though? Do I think it's better than Looney Lumberjacks, or do I think it's worse than Fillet Relay? I'll probably rank it in the middle of Speed Hockey and Looney Lumberjacks. And last but not least, we have Lights Out, which is a 1 versus 3. Lights Out is, it's alright. Yeah, it's an okay minigame. I can't really say too much good about it. I can't really say too much bad about it. It's alright. You know, I don't really have a problem with this minigame. It's just there, I guess. So it's going to go in the C tier. It's going to go above Bumper Balls. I think that's a good spot for it. So yeah, that's my list. That is Mario Party 2. I know there's item games, but none of those were listed. Well, I wasn't going to really put the item games anywhere anyway, but because they all have the same concept, just try to grab an item. So that's probably why they're not here. But anyway, here's my list of Mario Party 2 mini games from best to worst. Cake Factory at number 1. Tipsy Turny at number 2. Facelift at number 3. Bobsled Run at number 4. Bombs Away at number 5. Crazy Cutter at number 6. Hexagon Heat at number 7. Slot Car Derby at number 8. Dungeon Dash at number 9. Shy Guy Says at number 10. Bumper Balloon Cars number 11. Dizzy Dancing number 12. Bowl Over number 13. Destruction Duet number 14. Platform Peril number 15. Sky Pilots number 16. Hot Rope Jump number 17. Toad Bandstand number 18. Toad in the Box number 19. Rainbow Run number 20. Magnet Carter number 21. Tile Driver number 22. Balloon Burst number 23. Totem Pole Pound number 24. Shell Shock number 25. Hot Bop Bomb number 26. Arch Arrival number 27. Grab Bag number 28. Looney Lumberjacks number 29. Look Away number 30. Speed Hockey number 31. Fillet Relay number 32. Deep Sea Salvage number 33. Crane Game number 34. Blob Bomb Barrage number 35. Roll Call number 36. Move to the Music number 37. Lights Out number 38. Bumper Balls number 39. Quicksand Catch number 40. Sneak and Snore number 41. Shock Drop and Roll number 42. Honeycomb Havoc number 43. Torpedo Targets number 44. Lava Tile Owl number 45. Car Havoc number 46. Mecha Marathon number 47. Skateboard Scamper number 48. Abandoned Ship number 49. Bowser's Big Blast number 50. Day the Races number 51. And last but not least is Raking Them In at number 52 at the very bottom. So yeah, that's my list of Mario Party 2's mini games. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So we'll be doing Mario Party 3 in the future, so look out for that. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. So see you guys later.